We're keeping a close eye on a battle between Russian and Ukrainian forces playing out on an island in the Black Sea. It's happening on Ukraine's Snake Island, where Russia is trying to reinforce its exposed garrison, according to the UK Ministry of Defense. It's an interesting place. Joining me now from Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, is ABC News foreign correspondent Tom Soufi-Bourge. Tom, we've talked a lot about air superiority since this war started, but we're talking now about Snake Island and the importance of the control over the Black Sea. And that island, of course, is where the Ukrainian garrison was confronted with the Russian warship, and they famously said on a demand to surrender, Russian warship, go F yourselves. Now it's the Russians who are getting bombed by the Ukrainians. So I talk about the importance of the Black Sea and Snake Island.
Sure, Terry. Look, that island is tiny, but it's the only piece of dry land on the western extreme of Ukraine's coastline. And in the words of the UK Defence Ministry today, if Russia consolidates its position on Zimny Island, that's the official name for Snake Island, with strategic air defence and coastal defence and cruise missiles, they could dominate the northwestern Black Sea. Now think of the Moskva, the flagship of the Black Sea Fleet of Russia. It was hit because it ventured too close to the Ukrainian coastline. Control of that tiny island up on the western extreme really could mean the difference between Ukraine being able to get supplies in and exports out. That's why we're seeing the fighting there now.
And Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky thanked the U.S. House for its approval of a nearly $40 billion aid package. The United States has not supported someone at a country at war like this in generations. Well, what's in this massive package?
Yeah, it's hugely significant. It's billions of dollars to supply, equip, support the Ukrainian military. Remember, US troops are currently training Ukrainian troops in countries like Poland right now. There's billions of dollars also to basically fund and support US troops in Eastern Europe, and also to operate a US air defense system, the Patriot system in Europe. That tells you how seriously the Biden administration takes the Russian threat to Europe right now. And there's also $1 billion for Ukrainian refugees, giving them English classes, giving them housing, support, and also for the process of processing Ukrainian refugees who are traveling to the United States.
So, Tom, this is just a massive package, as you say. At the start of the war and before the war, the United States very concerned about not helping Ukraine too much because we didn't want to alarm Russia and bring Russia, provoke a response from Russia. That was the position of the Biden administration, the Trump administration, the Obama administration. And it looks like now there's a different read on supplying this kind of weaponry and this kind of aid to Ukraine.
I think there's been a massive shift, Terry. When I was living here during the years of the Obama administration and some of the Trump administration, yeah, there was a lot of frustration, I think, from the Ukrainians that the United States and other NATO countries didn't go further, didn't support them further, didn't give more weapons in terms of supporting their efforts to control Russian-backed separatists in the east of the country, the Donbass, where we're seeing the most intense fighting of this full-scale invasion by Russian forces. So a massive sea change, I think, and there's no doubt about it. Ukraine is very much in a much happier position now than at the beginning of the war. The amount of missiles, the amount of weaponry, the amount of ammunition flowing in to Ukraine right now is hugely significant.
And they earned it. They earned it on the battlefield. They demonstrated that they can stop Russia, maybe even win this war. And Tom, I guess you've actually got some breaking news about a potential Ukrainian attack inside Russia. What's going on?
Yeah, I think that speaks of the confidence of the Ukrainian military, if confirmed. This is coming from the regional governor of the Belgorod region in Russia. That region is just bordering Ukraine. And the regional governor, the Russian regional governor, is saying that Ukraine has shelled into that territory, at least one person killed and several injured. And the governor saying it's the most significant attack from Ukraine into that region. It will be interesting now, to watch whether the Ukrainians actually take responsibility for that attack. We've seen some other attacks by the Ukrainians into Russian territory, probably, but this could be more significant.
I'm not sure why the Russians would be surprised of some firing across the border. They've done enough damage inside Ukraine. Fair play, it seems to me, but we'll see how that goes. Tom Soufi-Bourge in Kyiv, thanks very much.
Thanks, Terry.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.